I started YouTube about, I would say like 5-6-ish months ago now. And, since then I've come such a long way. Like, I started my YouTube channel being very nervous and quite scared, and I couldn't even really talk to a camera just like this. I was very self-conscious of what people think of me. I was like, is this gonna work? Holding off on certain like video ideas just because I thought like maybe people would have a certain opinion on it. Jesus, pissing it down. Anyway, holding off on certain video ideas, not doing certain things, not saying certain things to try and avoid these negative opinions. And since then I've come such a long way. Like, I'm able to do, I feel like I'm able to do those things now. I feel like I don't really give too much of a shit about what people are going to say about me. Like, yeah, bro, like, I'll say certain things that people don't like. I've had people literally come up to me like around sort of my hometown, that people that know that I do YouTube, and they say like, oh yeah, are you Sam Schultz? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I can't lie, I don't actually I don't agree with some of the things that you say, to be honest. I think some of the things you say are a bit shit, but I respect what you're doing. I'm like, you know what, fair enough. Like, I take those opinions on board. I take everyone's opinion on board. The negative opinions, bro, say what you want about me. I don't give a shit. All right, I'm just here to help young men, and that's as far as it goes. But yeah, I have had people say that to me, and it's kind of made me. But recently, the whole point of what I'm trying to say here is, since then, what I've realized is that I'm not doing absolutely everything in my power to sort of optimize my success and optimize the progress that I make. Because what will happen is, when you're trying something, you're trying to maybe start a business, or you're trying to build something up, what you'll do is you'll maybe do a task in the day, and you'll be like, yeah, this is productive, and it is. Whatever you're doing, it's probably a productive thing, and you'll do that thing, and then you'll kind of like you kind of fuck off and do something else, and you'll sort of go off task, do something completely different. So do something that's quite, maybe like go and talk to your family, or maybe go and eat something, or whatever it is. But then it's very hard to then bring yourself back to doing what you're already doing. But you think to yourself, yeah, I've done that task, so it's fine. That's my work done for the day. But you don't understand it's not. Because when you're trying to build something such as a business, and such as a YouTube channel, or whatever it is you're trying to build, you're trying to make money. What it is that you can't just do like a really small task in the day and be like, yeah, that was productive, I'm just gonna not do anything else that day, because you're just completely stopping your progress. You're stopping the rate of progression. You're not able to go any further than that. You're able to, your rate of progression really slows down because you're not doing as much as you possibly could do. You've got so much like power in your brain. You've got so much energy, and you're just not putting it into the right things. You know what I mean? And this is what I was going to say. Like, I'm sort of in that. Well, I was in that stage not long ago. I'm now coming out of it because I've realized I need to be doing so much more. I need to be doing way more with my time to optimize my success and optimize my rate of progression. All right, because it's so easy to just like, do one task, film one YouTube video, and then call it a day, and then be like, yeah, I've done a YouTube video, it's fine, like whatever. And I'm just like, but I've come to the realization that you need to be doing more than that, because your competitors are doing more than that. The people who you are in competition with are doing more than that. All right. So, geez, I'm not sitting on that. It's fucking soaking. So yeah, boys, I want you to realise that whatever it is you're trying to do, whatever project you're trying to build, whatever thing you're trying to progress in, you have to work harder than everyone else in that fucking thing, because you can't just sit and do one task and then call it a day. You have to basically work for a set period of time in the day to those things, all right? Because otherwise you're literally not going to make any progress. And this is what I've realized, is that I've made, at the start of my YouTube channel, I made zero progress right at all, because I wasn't doing enough. I was doing maybe one video and not putting, you have to sort of dedicate your life to it. You have to put all your time and all your energy into this thing, all right? Or, well, the majority, obviously, I understand there's other things you have to do in the day, like go to the gym, spend time with family. I get that, bro, and that's fine. I encourage that. But when you're trying to build something, when you're trying to progress in something, you really have to dedicate a good period of time, a good period of your day into doing that thing, and really working and building on it, and really putting your mental energy into it and focusing on it, all right? So then you can get the most out of it. So set yourself a solid, dedicated period of time to that task, or to that thing, or whatever it is you want to do, all right? And do it. Sit down and just do it, all right? Could even be the gym. I don't give a, like, there are people that just that really cut corners with the gym. they're trying to build a good body. They're trying to build their dream body, and they're going to the gym for maybe like half an hour and doing a few exercises and calling it a day and thinking that was a productive thing just because they went to the gym. But they didn't really optimize their time in the gym, did they? Jeez, my arm's hurting. I need to fucking swap. They didn't optimize their time in the gym because they did a few exercises and they thought, yeah, that's fine. I can deal with that. That's something productive. And yeah, it was something productive, but was it as much as what you could have done? Is the real question. You could have optimized you could have really got so much more out of that session if you'd have just done more with it. If you'd have just done more, you know what I mean? You've got this mental energy that you can put into those things, those important things that you need to do, but you decide to put them into other things. And this is why we're not succeeding, y'all. This is why we're not getting to where we want to be. You lot that always say, oh yeah, I feel like giving up because I'm not really progressing like I want to. And I've been there, bro, and I've been there. But what I realize is that instead of the answer being give up and complain about it, the answer is to change something. Because if you're not making the progress that you want to make, you're not doing something right. There's something that you're not doing. So that's something, so you need to change that. You need to analyze that. You need to sit down and realize, what is it that I'm actually not doing? All right, because we all have the capability and the capacity to succeed in whatever it is that we want to succeed in. Everything that we want is in this world for us to get, all right? I promise you that. And yeah, I'm nowhere near it. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I have not obtained the things that I want to obtain. I've not got to where I want to be yet. But I'm on the journey, and I'm still learning along the way, and I'm making mistakes and I'm fucking up, and that's all part of life, bro. You have to go through life kind of experiencing that and embracing that. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't fuck up. Simple as that. You fuck up so many times, and that's how you reach success, because you've just learned, you've just took action. It's all right sitting and watching YouTube videos and like, paying for people's courses and just sitting and watching them and then thinking it's productive and be like, yeah, I'm making progress, but really you're not even taking action. You're not doing things. Reality is the best teacher, and you're not going to make any progress if you're not actually taking action and not living, right? If you're not actually in these realities. You just kind of sat at home watching YouTube videos thinking that this is productive and thinking that you're learning. You only really learn when you take action on it. You only learn once you've failed or you've succeeded, and then you know whether it works or whether it doesn't work, all right? That's why, you need to start analysing a little bit more, analysing your situation rather than just going through life like, you know what I mean? Just letting life take you through it. You have to start dictating your life a little bit more. You have to start taking control, start taking action, start thinking about your future and what you want it to look like. And then you can start manifesting and building it from there, all right? Because at the minute, it's just not going to work. You just sitting at home, maybe recording one YouTube video and then calling it a day. It's not going to work, bro. You're just not putting enough mental energy into it, into those things, to that thing that you really want to build. So you're just not going to make any progress in it, bro. All right? Because you have to, whatever it is you want to be, you kind of have to be that person. You have to live that life. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. When I say be that person, say you want to be an influencer, you have to be the influencer. You have to be the guy that's, always recording videos. He's recording his life. He's putting out the content. He's doing all this shit. And, if you're not doing that, you're not that guy. You haven't become that guy yet. So, it's as simple as that. You want to become fucking whoever if you want to become a professional football player or professional, whatever it is, a sports player, whatever, you have to become that person. You have to dedicate most of your time into that. You don't see footballers just doing like fucking, you don't see them doing just like half an hour of training and they go home. No, they are who they are. So they have to fucking dedicate a good period of time, like 4 hours a day into that thing, a good set period of time onto their craft. Do you understand that? That's where we need to be as well, boys. The same thing applies to whatever it is you want to do. Gym, social media, building a business, making money, anything, bro. That's what we need to be doing, all right? And until we all realize that, until we all start taking action on these things and start actually just working hard and just living life and learning lessons, we're just not going to do it, because we're not just going to, we're all just sat at home like fucking watching YouTube videos like this and just thinking that we're going to eventually get there if we keep, you keep thinking about it in your head, don't you? Like, oh yeah, one day I'm going to get there. But are you really doing the necessary things that are going to actually take you there? All right, bro. I know you've probably heard people say shit like this before, like, oh yeah, take action and you know what I mean? I get that. I know you've heard all that, but I really want to drill it into you a lot, because it's actually so much more important than you think, because we don't have all the time in the world like we think we do. Eventually there's going to be a time when it is just too late, and we're going to look back and think, did we really do the most that we could have done? So, bro, after this video, just fucking whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is you want to start, just take some action, bro. Just my actionable step for you lot in this video is to today take action on whatever it is that you want to take action on, and put some good focused time into it, and then you'll realize how much fucking progress you've actually made. All right, you'll understand. You've learned more. You've taken so many big steps in your journey just through one day of good hard work. All right, this is what it takes, bro. This is what it really takes to kind of win. You know, like I've said, I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I promise you I'm gonna fucking get there. Right, you'll be, you know, one day you will see me not recording in this shitty fucking back garden where it's raining, but somewhere in another part of the world, probably in a fucking, I don't know, fucking £1 million penthouse. Do you know what I mean, bro? You've got to think like that. You've got to have that belief in your mind. It all starts with the belief, bro. And then once you've got that, that's where the action takes place, right? You've got the knowledge. You've got, you know, you keep learning. You keep making mistakes. You get more knowledge. You use that knowledge to take you further. All right, man? I hope that was helpful, bro. The first action that you could take is investing in my mentorship, all right? Now, I've changed the structure of it a little bit because before... Oh, geez, the fucking camera's fucking on. All right, there we go. Steamed up a bit. So, for the one-to-one coaching calls, which is a one-time payment, that is where you use the link, all right? Use the link below to book your call, book your time slot, all right? Once you book that time slot, okay, I will get in touch with you. We'll sort out the payments, whatever it is, where we're going to call on. I will get in touch with you and we'll go from there, all right? That's for the one-time payment, so use the calendar link below. If you want to invest in my monthly mentorship, reach out to me on Instagram, whatever, you know, however you want to reach out to me. Instagram's obviously the obvious one. And then I'll book you in for a free call. We'll talk about your goals, what you want to achieve, everything like that. And then we'll get you going with that. You don't have to pay for the consultation call, that's free, all right? So, one-time coaching call, book through the calendar app, monthly mentorship, reach out to me on Instagram and I'll get in touch with you on both, all right? Hope that was helpful for you, bro. I'll see you in a bit, all right?